Today, we'll be answering one of the most common questions, and it's how much does it cost to charge an EV? I'll be comparing two different cars, the Tesla Model 3 and the Ford Lightning. I'll also give you the formula. So, if you've got your eye on an EV and you're considering buying one, but you're not sure how much it will cost to charge it, after this video, you'll be able to figure it out. All right, let's go. The main reason why this is still a common question is because there isn't just a one size fits all answer. There are four main factors in order to figure this out. The first one is the size of the EV's battery. This will determine how much electricity you need in order to charge it. The second is where you're charging. So, home, public stations, or DC fast chargers. The third is the cost of electricity in your area. And this varies widely depending on where you live. And the fourth factor is your EV's efficiency. Okay, first we're going to start with battery size. This is one of the basics. Most EV batteries range from about 40 kilowatt hours to over about 120 kilowatt hour. There are some outliers out there like the massive Hummer EV battery, which is about 250 kilowatt hours. But for today, we're going to stay in the most common range. And to simplify this example, we're going to compare two cars, as I said, the Tesla Model 3 and the Ford Lightning. We're just going to use the standard range batteries, not the extended range version of these cars. And we're going to round off the numbers just to keep things simple. So the Tesla Model 3, the standard range, has a 50 kilowatt hour battery, while the Ford F-150 Lightning has a battery of about 120 kilowatt hour. The next big factor is where you charge. This is going to be the biggest factor that influences how much it costs to charge. By far, the cheapest way to charge is at home. But if for whatever reason you're out and about and you need to power up, then level 2 will be the second most expensive. And DC fast charging will be the fastest, but also the most expensive option because time is money, right? All right, the next biggest factor to determine how much it will cost to charge an EV is the cost of electricity. And this is because the more the electricity costs per kilowatt hour, the more expensive it will be for you to power up your car, obviously. If you're out in public, then whichever charging station you're using is most likely tied to a business. And if so, then they're definitely going to be trying to make a profit. This means that they'll be marking up the cost of that electricity. Versus if you were charging at home, then obviously you're not trying to make a profit off of yourself. So you're just going to be paying the standard rate. Also, generally, electricity is cheaper at off peak hours, like in the middle of the night. Where I live, electricity averages out to around 12 cents per kilowatt hour. But for our example, let's just use 15 cents to keep things simple. Okay, here's our cost comparison. The Model 3 versus the Ford Lightning. Now, if electricity costs 15 cents per kilowatt hour, here's how the math looks. So charging a Tesla Model 3, which has a 50 kilowatt hour battery, 50 kilowatts times 15 cents is $7.50. Now comparing this to our Ford F-150 Lightning, which has a 120 kilowatt hour battery, if we're still using our 15 cents per kilowatt hour, then the total cost to charge this car would be $18. Okay, but what if we're charging at off-peak hours, like in the middle of the night? Charging at home is the cheapest option, and most people just charge overnight when the rates are much lower, especially if you're on a time of use plan. If your rate drops to, let's say, 10 cents per kilowatt hour during those off peak hours, here's what it would cost when we're looking at both those cars. So the Tesla Model 3, if we drop the electricity down to 10 cents, it would only cost $5 to charge. And our Ford Lightning would be about $12. But then let's say we're out and about, we're grocery shopping, and we notice, ooh, our power's a little low. May as well plug into one of these level 2 chargers. Okay, so let's take our two cars and charge them on level 2 public charging stations. And this is probably how much it would cost to charge them. So the Tesla Model 3, you're probably looking at about 10 to maybe $20. And the Ford Lightning would probably be closer to maybe 24 to let's say $48. Now let's go up to the big leagues and charge on a DC fast charger. Let's say we're on a road trip and we need to use one of them to power up really quick. Let's see how much it will cost for our two cars. So if you're using a DC fast charger, prices are even higher, and you're probably looking at about 40 cents to maybe 60 cents per kilowatt hour or more. For a full charge for our two cars, the Tesla Model 3 will probably be about 20 to maybe $30. And our Ford Lightning, you're looking at maybe 48 to $72. But the major trade-off is speed. You can get charged up in as little as 30 minutes, but it'll cost you. Okay, that's great information, but how does this compare to a standard gas station? Well, let's say a gas powered car gets about 25 miles per gallon and gas costs $4 per gallon. So that's 16 cents per mile. With an EV that gets 4 miles per kilowatt hour, and let's say the electricity costs 15 cents, then you'll be paying less than a quarter of the cost. So, bottom line, how much does it cost to charge an EV? Well, it really depends. Here's a quick recap. The Tesla Model 3 will usually be about 5 to let's say $30 depending on where you charge. And the Ford Lightning, you're probably looking at about 12 to $72 again depending where you charge. Charging at home is by far the cheapest option, and public and DC fast chargers are pricier, but I mean they are pretty convenient. One thing to keep in mind is that charging rates vary depending on where you are in the world. So if you've had different experiences, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you're wondering who I am, my name's Trevor, and I helped launch two successful EV charging startups. And now I make videos on how it works. And I'd love if you were to subscribe to the channel and keep following the journey. Thanks so much for checking in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.